What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. I know I'm just in time. Every 3 to 4 months I upload a video, but here we go. This video I want to talk to you guys about student loan. I hope everyone, first and foremost, I hope everyone is safe out there with the coronavirus, staying their distance, doing the isolation if they have to, whatever they need to do. But there is a whole lot going on with the economy right now, and the stimulus bill that just passed, the $2.2 or $2.3 trillion stimulus bill. I want to talk to you guys about how that's going to affect you with your student loans, or how that's going to affect you, how you should tackle that in a positive way for your student loans. Alright, so first and foremost, I am not a financial advisor or tax advisor. I'm not an expert. This is my own personal opinion, how I'm gonna use this to my benefits. Because I have student loans just like most students who are former students. So this is how I'm going to just tackle it myself. So first I want to cover what the bill actually talks about in student loans, and I highly suggest you guys actually go get the bill and find the sections that talk about student loan. It's really not that crazy. It is written kind of in a weird way, and it references other documents and bills and sections top and bottom. It's not very easy to navigate, but I recommend you guys actually get the bill, and I'll include a link in the description, and actually go search through it and read it yourself. So this, if I missed something, this is my interpretation, so that's my little disclaimer. So this is how the bill is going to affect you as far as your student loan goes right now. The bill has already passed. I don't think it has taken effect yet, so that's probably going to take a little bit more time. I don't know exactly when, but this is what's going to happen. Starting from now until September 30th, your interest rate on your student loans is 0%, meaning that you don't accrue any interest. Your debt doesn't grow. So yeah, I mean, it's actually a whole lot of helpful, but it doesn't help you towards paying down your student loans faster. So I think up until September 30th, and they may be able to extend that. Now I know that doesn't sound like a whole lot, just that you lose your interest, but I'm gonna go over my personal scenario, how I'm going to tackle this. So me personally, I don't like student loans. I haven't met anyone who does like student loans. So over the last year and a half, I've actually been paying them more aggressively than I probably needed to, just for the sake of getting rid of them and move on with life. I'm not in school anymore, so why should I carry this? So I've actually been paying more than I needed to. So my monthly payment is $300 that I'm required, ballparkish, and I've been paying $500 to $550 a month just to cover more than I needed to. Oh, big disclaimer also, this only applies to federal student loans. Private loans are not covered at this at all, so if for some reason you took a private loan, you're not covered. So I've been paying $500 a month for the last couple of years. The nice thing with that is that it actually brings you ahead. So if nothing were to happen, if there would be no such thing as, you know, this disease that's going around, if that wouldn't happen, then I could just take a break and not pay my student loans, because I've been paid ahead for, I think it's something like 15 months at this point. And now I don't want to do this. I still want to remove my student loans as fast as I can, you know, pay them down as fast as I can so I don't have to deal with it. But I have that option. So the way I'm handling it from my standpoint is I have a certain amount that is paid ahead of time, which I can now leverage as not taking any more payments. Now with the new stimulus bill that took place up until September 30th, you do not have to make a payment. All your payments are deferred, and there's no interest that's being charged during that time. Now, why would I pay my student loans in this economic craziness when there's no interest and I don't have to make a payment? So the way I'm going to do it is there's a couple of options. Option one would be basically just keep paying it and treat it like nothing happens. And if you're in a financially situation where, you know, really there's not much impact on you, you know, then you're very fortunate, then may as well just keep paying it, right? But if you wanted to leverage this in regards of bumping up your cash reserves or whatever you might want to do with that money. Hopefully not go on a vacation or something like that. Spend your money a little bit more wisely than that. But if you wanted to do something a little bit smarter with it, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to not make any payments until September 30th because I don't have to, and there's no penalty for it. I don't get any interest on it. So the way currently my loan is set up, it's set up as a linear level, meaning that I make the same payment every month until it's paid off. So if you're with a federal lender, you have the option to change your payment methods, meaning you can do a linear payment, you can do a step payment where you start a little lower. So for me, it's $150 for 2 years, $200 for 2 years, and then it goes up. What that actually does is it gives you a little bit more leeway in the beginning, so you have a little bit more cash in your pocket, and later down the line, as you're progressing in your career, you can make extra payments. Now, when I looked at both of those options, making my linear payments or taking the step down payment option, it came actually out to 2 extra months of payments on the step payment with about $200 to $300 of interest. Now that's at the bare minimum of payment. If you pay ahead, you pay ahead, right? So to me, that's pretty good because I think they're running it for, I think 8 years or something like that. That's how I'm gonna do it though personally, which I think is a little bit smarter for me personally, is I'm going to defer all my payments till September 30th. You, I guess, can all do this, you know, if you have federal student loans. After September 30th, if they don't extend the student loan deferment and the interest, if they're going to do that, I'm probably going to take advantage of that as well, because there is no penalty, you know? Your debt isn't growing, it's just staying still, you know? If they're deferring that, I will be going to probably continue it. Otherwise, I'm going to do, instead of having a linear payment, I'm going to put it in a step payment function. So meaning I'm going to pay for 2 years $150, the next 2 years $200, and the other 2 years is $300, and then I think the last 2 is $350. So again, I've paid ahead. So currently I'm doing my $300 a month payment. That covers me paid ahead for about 15 months. Nothing happens, there's no disease going around here. I could basically just not pay for 15 months and I would not default on my loan. However, even smarter, if you put your payments from a standard, which is what I'm going to do, into a step payment, you're going to be $150 for the first 2 years, $200 for the next 2 years, and so on, as I just explained. That actually buys you more time, because let's say I'm paid ahead for $4,000. That actually buys you more time because your payments are smaller, so you actually have a little bit more time. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to tackle, how I'm going to leverage the stimulus bill to my favor in regards of my student loans. Again, if I have the ability, and I would recommend this, again, I'm not your CPA or advisor, but if you do have the ability to pay ahead and get rid of your student loans, if you don't have any credit card loans, then really do that. Consider just pumping it out, getting it done. You'll feel better about yourself, trust me. It will change your, it will be beneficial for you. So I'm going to just stick with that program unless they obviously defer it. Now here's a nice little bonus. And again, I very highly encourage you to do your own reading. It's so important that you actually open up the bill, or at least read a credible article that isn't favored to one side or the other. And at least with what I'm seeing now in the news, things are more or less to the point. But you know, read the bill and really educate yourself. You know, it's so important that you do that yourself. Now, the Democrats actually were trying to do something that is, I would say, probably a lot more drastic than I anticipated for something like this. They're actually trying to give a student loan forgiveness of $10,000 for everyone who owns money to, you know, federal lenders. Again, only federal lenders. Private loans are not in the stimulus bill at all. I'm sorry, I didn't write the bill though. So with that being said, that did not pass along with the bill. So I'm sorry, no free $10,000 student loan forgiveness. But the Senate is planning on revisiting it and voting on it again. Personally, I think it's probably an overreaction to this whole thing going on. And it'll probably be not beneficial for our country. So, although I would personally benefit from it, I probably wouldn't be in favor of it, just because that money has to come from somewhere, right? And we should think of us as a collective, not as individuals, right? If I get my student loans forgiven, there's someone else who will have to pay for it. So I took the loans well knowing what I'm stepping into. I'm perfectly fine paying them myself. I just want to be smart about it in a way that works best for me. But anyways, that's what I wanted to share on student loans. Again, I am not a CPA, I'm not a tax advisor, I'm not anything. I just have my own opinions, and I'm trying to make the absolute most beneficial best for myself, for my family, with what the government is giving out, what the government is doing to help. And they're doing this for a reason. They know it's crunch time for a lot of families. You know, people may have lost jobs, people may have been asked to work from home, you know, they're stressed, people can't bring their kids to the daycare. There's all these things going on, and yeah, so again, I'm not your advisor. You guys make your own decisions. I just really felt passionate about sharing that. I feel like this is a very, very crucial time to where you can get ahead, or where you can get yourself situated. You should look at this crisis not as something that really weighs everyone down. I know it is a bad thing, and I know that a lot of lives are affected, but you should really look at this also as an opportunity to personally reflect on what your finances look like and how you can put yourself into a great situation in the future. Just like in 2008 with the housing financial crisis, a lot of people had lost their homes, but a lot of people also put themselves ahead when they purchased homes at a very severe discount. So just wanted to share that. Anyways, I know I'm dragging on here, and I know I'm making videos every 3 months. Life's just been a little crazy, and I know they're not Amazon related, and hint, they're not probably gonna be Amazon related. I'm kind of done with that part of my life. I think it was a great learning experience, but I guess I'm officially closing the books on that one. It just actually happened a couple of days ago, but I'm officially closing the books on that one. I'm moving on with my life. With other things, I do feel passionate about sharing financial stuff and business and all sorts of things, so I wanna make more content around that. So thank you guys so much for watching, listening. If you guys wanna subscribe, please subscribe. You guys can hit the notification button, and then you can guys give me crap every 3 months about only uploading videos every 3 months. If you guys didn't like the video because it's not Amazon related anymore, just unsubscribe. It's unlikely that a lot of Amazon related stuff will come into this channel in the future. Just want to be very clear about it. I've also already rebranded the name. It's called Done Differently. Hence, here we are talking about my student loans being done differently. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.